folks. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments on the out-of-print, vintage, fancy, swirly little latte channel. So today we're going to play a little game of Monopoly and go all the way back to original Theros, everybody. The time when people were excited, and man, did stores get clobbered after the release of about 90 days later, when the values, the products, and everything just really started to erode away. Man, did people take a bath. Man, did people take a bath. So this video is brought to you by my patron, Aaron T. Aaron says, Rudy, all this talk of Theros and everything, I want to go back. Like, I would like you to take me kind of back to this, and let's re-experience it. And I said, okay, I mean, I guess we could. It's been a long time. Wow, look at that. The old school green packs, huh? You don't see that too often anymore. So the original Theros. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. This is like sitting down with the old ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, and saying, look, we need to talk. Because that is the kind of relationship that everybody has with Theros. And unfortunately, it looks like the new Theros isn't going to be much better. It looks like we're still going to have a very volatile relationship, even with this new Theros, everybody. So, a lot of interesting times. Psychic Intrusion. I do remember that card and that artwork. The artwork was pretty cool. The power level was decent. Again, this is right around the same era with the old RTR Gate Crash, of course, Dragon's Maze. There were some good uncommons in this that sold very well. A lot of the Greek mythology and everything, this was kind of the first main time we really got into that. And the artwork's gorgeous. It's pretty good. A lot of people said, hey, look, that guy looks homeless like Rudy. There was a lot of positives to original Theros. I'm really trying to be positive here, everybody. Come on, Aaron, we're going to hit some big cards, I'm telling you. But, man, oh, man, the Murder King. I remember this guy. Zombie Warrior, leading the army of zombies. There was a lot of issues. To be very generous, everybody, there was a lot of issues with Theros. Okay, we're going to pause here. Hero's Downfall. This is probably the most expensive, rare, one of the most sought-after cards in Theros during its entire lifespan of Standard. Because there was just, you got to remember, at this time, there just were still not a lot of cards that targeted and like destroyed planeswalkers. So that was Hero's Downfall was a really big deal, everybody. Fabled Hero, of course, using the old Heroic was a big thing. A lot of double strike, a lot of things like that. But overall, I think the Greek gods, and of course, that kind of paved the way of everybody with the devotion and the god decks and everything back then. Labyrinth Champion, Human Warrior. I mean, people weren't really excited about Heroic and Human. People were just excited about the gods. And of course, Hero's Downfall and a couple other rares that hopefully we get to actually pull and actually see in this product. But again, some of the artwork was stunning. I mean, look at that. She looks beautiful in that. That's really cool looking. There was a lot of really cool things. Prophet of the old Crew Fox. Very beautiful woman there. Gorgeous piece of art there on the old Human Wizard. And even the land. I mean, look at the land cycle. Look at that artwork. Very stunning. So, those are a lot of positives. The biggest negative thing came because after a few months, Wizards was really, experimenting, I guess is a good word to say. Wow, by the way, no foil still. They were really experimenting and really pushing the new print-to-demand type of reprint system during this era with the RTR, post, Gate Crash, all that stuff. And Theros, Born of the Gamble, and Journey to Nyx pretty much fell victim. Ooh, I did like the kind of weapon artifact, kind of the equip different weapons with like god weapons. I really thought that was a neat little thing. That was something I really did like, but, everybody knows I've always had a very, big soft spot for any form of artifacts and legendary things like that. So, another Human Wizard, Melodis. So far, I'm going to be straightforward. This is terrible. We have no mythics. We have no foils. We have no gods. I don't know. We have Hero's Downfall. I don't know what the heck. We're getting a bunch of couple dollar rares, but dude, what the heck? And we got the old Citizen Hero there. Gorgeous looking woman taking on these big old monster dudes. Our first foil, the old Griptide. But yeah, see what happened was a release and then like release plus 90 days was a really good period for Theros. It was a fantastic boom in Magic's history. It was an amazing moment, everybody. Rage Blood Shaman, again, another, by the way, gorgeous looking. Where have we also seen that? Where was this artwork used? Somewhere else. I swear it looks familiar. The issue was when we hit about 6 to 9 months post-release, and of course 1 to 2 years post-release, everybody realized how overprinted and Wizards was just going to town because of the uptick in the player base and everything going on during this time period. And it really put a huge dent into just the product and what was beautiful looking Dissolve. She's always looking epic. Always love that artwork. She's like, what? Yeah, I own you. Okay, fine, you do. And it's just one of those things. Colossus of Akros, Golem. Again, this is one of those big old 8-drop for a 10/10, but it is Defender. And again, I used to deal with when I was younger, a lot of kids would always be like, oh, I'm going to attack you. I'm like, it's, they didn't use the word Defender back then. So that was always a thing too. So anyways, hopefully we can get some good pulls here, but that's kind of my opinion. I think history would have been written very, ooh, nice little Arbor Colossus, very cool card. I did like the Monstrosity, which was also on this Defender here, by the way, if you guys didn't read that. Monstrosity I thought was kind of a cool little thing, foil common. Really a good way to kind of pump it up real quick and really kind of that giant growth instant type thing to really pop out some things on it. So I believe the counters were permanent on Monstrosity, right? Yeah, it becomes monstrous. Okay. Yeah, you can only use it one time, kind of pump it up. So I thought that was a pretty cool little thing. Reaper of the Wilds. The Gorgons. I don't know. Make fun of me. If you guys were big on building your Gorgon decks, well, then I can be laughed at. I just didn't know anybody who was big into Gorgons. Witcher's Eye. See, I thought cards like that were pretty sweet. Look at that artwork. Thought that was pretty sweet. Hey, finally, the God of the Hunt. So we have our first mythic here. Good old God of the Hunt and a foil Plains. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Rudy, why would anybody want Theros anymore? You just buy the secret lair of Theros Stargaze and you get all the gods, right? Whip of Erebos, very nice little one. And a foil uncommon battle-wise. So we got two of the little god weapons there. We got our first mythic god. So that was my thing. I just think history would have been written very, very differently if they had kind of stuck with a more conservative print run. That's all. But again, Wizards made the money. It is what it is. Triad of Fates for another human wizard card. You guys got to remember that too. You can't always fault Wizards for upping the print run or power level or something because they know it's going to sell more product. They're going to bring in more revenue. Hey, we got the old Bident. Many people always say the Trident, but again, 2 points. We got the old Bident over here. Very nice. Wizards doesn't really have a lot of incentive to keep print runs low and have the secondary market capture the value and not Wizards of the Coast. So you always have to remember that. Polish Crusher. And I know people are going to say, yeah, right, Rudy. Secret Lair Ultimate Edition Fetch Lands is the biggest slap middle finger I've ever seen. Yeah, I really can't defend that product at all. Titan of Eternal Fire. There's no way for anybody to defend that product. That's like just a dumpster fire, just ridiculous thing, but whatever. All right, and we got the old Spear of Heliod. Okay. And a foil, gorgeous looking Lightning Strike there. So we're approaching 2/3 of the way through this box. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Aaron. This is a pretty weak Theros box. We had Hero's Downfall, a couple good of the rares, but only got one mythic. We need some more god. Hey, there goes Rudy in the DeLorean, predicting the pools again. Good old Thassa, God of the Sea. I still think that's cool again. I think she looks pretty epic. I don't know. All right, so mythic number 2. We did have 2 gods, 2 mythics. So, hey, maybe this is going to be a regular 3 mythic box. But you know what? Hey, if we could just get 3 gods out of 3 mythics, hey, you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, honestly. Hey, there we go. Holy crap. The old Sylvan, I can't remember this card. Keratin? Wow, I completely forgot this was. I kept thinking that was in Born of the Gods. Fantastic rare. That should be one of the rares that even in 2020, that particular rare should hold some pretty strong value. Anger of the Gods, very iconic rare. Not much to say on that one. That's very iconic, been reprinted a couple times. But yeah, that's kind of how I always look back on this. There we go. Heliod, God of the Sun, baby. Okay, 3 mythics. All 3 are gods. Wow. Sometimes just get lucky like that. Okay. That's pretty sweet. Okie dokie then. And a Thoughtseize. Oh my, there it is, folks. There it is. We just went from a weak box to Anger of the Gods, Keratin, Thoughtseize, Triple God. Holy smokes, did box 1 just take a huge turn. I mean, literally, Theros was like, Rudy's making fun of us. All right, fine. Let's rock the system. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Whew. I can't believe how quick we just turned dime here. This could end up being an epic box opening. Gift of Immortality. Remember, we have not seen the foil rare or foil mythic, so if we hit something crazy, This could be a monster home run video, everybody. And the Underworld Cerebus. We got the old 3-headed hound here for Mythic. It's our Mythic number 4. Not really, you know, this is Theros. We pretty much want, you know, Thoughtseizes and Gods. That's pretty much, you know, where the money is and the excitement is, everybody. Theros! Human Soldier. I think some of those human soldiers and kind of human decks and those kind of builds still have some value, but none of them are like really tons. I think they're all kind of $1 to $5 range. And of course, a Hydra. It was one of these Hydras I thought was worth something. I don't know if it's this one. I remember one of them actually held some value or was actually upticking. So yeah, that's kind of how people who are old guys like me look back at this. We got the old Shaman. That's how we kind of remember a lot of this, is we remember that Theros came out in this moment in Magic's history. I can't explain to you all. It was absolutely... Oh, the Sphinx, really? Reaper of the Wilds. There's the foil rare. Swing and a miss. Let's accept our fate. Let's move on, Aaron. Alright, the video was getting too good. I figured we had to be brought back down to earth. Alright, it is what it is. Anyways, Master of Waves! Once again, very last pack. We're coming through with Mythic number 5. I don't know if this is worth a lot today, but this was a huge, iconic played. Holy crap, that was a really big hit back in the day. Holy crap, that's phenomenal. Okay, wow. So box 1 actually really delivered for Theros. Okay, so yeah. And of course, I know people are asking, you know, the Curse of Theros, and is this Theros going to have a terrible life cycle just like the original Theros? The new Theros is starting to have problems, and you know, maybe it is the type of product it is. Maybe it's the name. I'm not really sure. Eternal Fire looking all creepy there. I'm not really sure. It's too soon to predict. All I can tell you guys is right now the new Theros Beyond Death product. There's our bow again, starting off. It's stable. I can tell you guys, you know, after a couple months of Theros being out, I'm happy to report to everybody that at least the flippin' product is stable. Hunter and a Null. That's probably what I'm most excited about, is just that, you know, it's not a dumpster fire. So, yeah, that's kind of... And a double tap on the Sylvan. Okay, that's a nice start. So, but I always, you know, the back of my mind, I always just think, what if Wizards had trimmed the print run and not done that last, third, fourth final reprint of Theros? Swan Song, oh man, it's been so long, man, that brings back memories. It just makes me wonder how Magic's history would have been rewritten and how people would be viewing, you know, a set like, you know, Return to Ravnica and Gatecrash and Theros in 2020. Arbor Colossus, very nice. You know, I always think about stuff like that, and I always think, okay, if they had done that, how much different would everybody's attitude be? How many people quit Magic? How many stores close? And how many people... 100-handed conspiracy reprint. How many people out there would have a whole different attitude on this era of Magic, or sealed box investing, or collecting? How many people with this opinion would be completely different? Here we go. Oh my god. The Gorgon. Here we go. Hinthania the Cruel. I remember that artwork, just thinking it was pretty cool. I didn't think it was really that great of a Mythic. So, Mythic number 1, box 2, Aaron. Kind of a swing and a blob, but I do remember that being a really cool piece of art. Not really worth much, not really doing a whole lot, even years later, so kind of is what it is here. Polis Crusher for the double tap there. But, you know, here we are in 2020, going through the Corona crash recession of blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I actually still think, and people are going to make fun of me all they want, this is probably going to be a $300-400 booster box in the coming years. And I know that's the most ridiculous sounding thing ever. Night Howler, I always thought that was a cool little card. I know it's goofy sounding, but, you know, we're in different times. You know, people aren't hoarding boxes of Theros anymore. People aren't, you know, so many things have changed, you know. Triad of Fates. And I think these boxes are going to continue to actually go up. And I don't think... The funny thing is, I don't think the cards in the box are really going to experience much appreciation. Just like the vintage boxes. The Whip of Erebos, again, for the double taps. We're getting a lot of similar rares to the first one there, which is interesting, because Theros was not a small set. Is there a card number at the bottom? Yeah, well, 249. I kept thinking it was like 290. I don't know why. I kept thinking it was a little... Oh! Nightmare Weaver. Our first plane. You know, that's something I really do miss, everyone. When you actually got a Planeswalker, it was a really big deal. Like, Planeswalkers were not something you commonly pulled when you opened old boxes of cards. And I really do miss that. I really miss the concept that, you know, it was a special moment actually getting a Planeswalker. So, you know, that's something I kind of look back on, and I wish they would have kept Planeswalkers special. Well, normally I'd say finally, our very first rare land cycle, but again, being Theros and Scry lands, people aren't really looking for these lands, so yeah, it's kind of nice we haven't gotten a lot of them. By the way, probably my favorite artwork ever for Magma Jet. I mean, look at that woman just raising that fire. She can get a rise out of that fire, man. That is an epic piece of art, man. That woman is on like this power trip of like awesomeness. She just owns that thing, man. That's a pretty sweet piece of art. That is some old school awesomeness right there, everybody. And Mythic again. What are we, 2 or 3? 3. The Rider. Ashen Rider. I don't think the Rider was ever like this home run. Like, I don't think that was ever like a $20, $30 Mythic. I don't think it ever really became a super monster hit. And the Shrine of Nyx. This was always a very iconic card. I actually forgot about some of these rare lands. I mean, my God, the first box, we had like nothing in the rare land slot. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. And the Swallower again. Sacagawea on Taco Wednesday. A foil rare. Sylvan. Carroted. Really? Wow, that's actually really good. I don't know if it's financially still worth a lot. But I believe that's one that at least it used to be one of the best rares in the set. Agent of the wow. Holy crap, it's been so long since I've seen a card like that. Alright, that's a pretty epic foil rare hit, everybody. Soldier and Lash the Whip. Wow, okay. Aaron, that's a solid hit, man. Well, okay, so that brings a little bit more life into the original Theros here. And Sphinx, blah, and Giant Angry Patron with an axe coming after me. Wow, okay. I guess it just really shows you cannot predict this stuff. You have no idea. Curse of the Swine. You know, I still have a love-hate relationship with this product, everyone. Psychic Intrusion again. Last 12 packs on box 2, everybody. I really do. I really do still have a really this is like a toxic, bitter relationship that we've all been in. This is just a set. Really, Psychic a double tap the same rare. Okay, now it's just trolling me. You know, this is the product that just always just, you know, no matter how much it goes up or down, it's still just not my favorite set. It is what it is, everybody, you know. I think the potential and I think it's just some things were done really well. Anger of the Gods, very nice. But there were just a lot of missed opportunities in this time. And Theros Beyond Death feels like a better set, but it just, you know, they just went with collector boxes and, you know, pumping out a bazillion mythics, and it really distorted the value. I actually do think the Theros Beyond Death, the new Theros Colossus, very nice again. I actually kind of think it's better than the original Theros. I know it's kind of probably an unpopular opinion, but this original Theros just, you know, I have a lot of anxiety and bitter feelings towards this old sucker. Okay, so we got the Hydra World Eater. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this legendary creature. And a foil, beautiful island there. You know, the world, it's a Hydra. Look, I think that might be the Hydra that's actually worth a little bit, but just a Hydra's a Hydra in Magic. I'm sorry. And Temple of Deceit. Well, we're getting a couple of the rare lands in this product, but still really nobody really wants the land cycle in Theros. Anyways, but yeah, the Hydra's never really become big deals. Chained to the Rocks. I remember that card. I remember thinking that's kind of a strange name. Well, we're down to the end here. Aaron, your box 2 is definitely weaker, but we did get a very sharp there on the old foil rare. That was a really nice hit, but 3 packs left into the close. Box 1 was solid. I would say box 1 was probably a 70 out of 10. Box 2 was a little weaker. Storm Breath Dragon. Oh my God, I forgot about this. Who remembers how expensive this card was? Oh my God. So we ended up with a 5 mythic box. Oh, we got 2 packs left. Storm Breath Dragon. Oh my God. That card, everybody. Storm Breath Dragon wasn't that like a $30+ mythic at one point? And I remember people buying play sets for, if it's the one, I could be getting confused with like the M13 rare, the Mythic Dragon Sphere. But I thought for sure that was the dragon that skyrocketed a long time ago. I gotta look that up now. Man, did a lot of people lose money if that's the one I'm thinking of. Ending on a Pandemonium. And a foil plains again. That's like 4 foil basic lands. What a weird video again, everybody. You know, it was nice to re-experience this box opening with everybody. Again, thank you, Aaron T, for allowing all of us to share in this experience. But, you know, original Theros, I know it's more expensive. I know it's doing well now and aging better, but it's still not my favorite set. You got some decent pulls, and my God, I mean, you know, we actually got 10 mythics. I mean, and a great foil rare, but still just such a love-hate relationship with this product, everybody.